Welcome to another deep dive on luxury timepieces. If you think 2025 is just another year for watches, think again. This year, Patek Philippe dropped a slate of new releases so bold, so complex, and so collectible that the watch-iron world shook. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just love the idea of a wristwatch that's both engineering, art, and investment asset, you're going to want to pay attention. Because some of these 2025 Patek releases are already fetching prices so high, they seem insane. Let's walk through the top 2025 releases, one by one, and explain why collectors are lining up, bidding furiously, and sometimes paying crazy money to own them. What makes 2025 different for Patek? Before diving into the watches, a quick note: 2025 feels like a turning point for Patek. They're not just refining existing lines, they're innovating, introducing bold new complications, updating classic models, and even reviving objects of art like desk clocks. This isn't safe conservatism, this is ambition, technical, artistic, and emotional. And as demand surges worldwide, especially from collectors in Asia, the Middle East, and the West, Patek watches are becoming harder to obtain. That scarcity plus craftsmanship plus legacy equal to value, that's hard to ignore. 2025 standout releases, and what makes them special: Quadruple Complication, Ref. 5308 G001. This one's easily the crown jewel of 2025. The Ref. 5308 G001 is what many watch aficionados call a masterpiece on the wrist. Why? Because it packs four major complications: minute repeater, split second, rattrapante, chronograph, instantaneous perpetual calendar, and the chronograph itself in white gold with an iced blue sunburst dial. This watch brings insane technical mastery and visual elegance together. The new self-winding movement, caliber RCR 27 PSQI, introduces innovations like a backlashed compensate clutch for smoother chronograph performance and isolation of the split seconds mechanism to reduce drag when paused. This isn't a watch for casual wearers. It's for connoisseurs who understand what goes into building and owning a mechanical marvel. Retail price is astronomical, and on the secondary market, expect even higher premiums. Calatrava 8 Days, Ref. 5328 GA001 Classic, understated, refined. Sometimes the simplest changes shake up the game. The Calatrava 8 Days Ref. 5328 GA001 is a 2025 release that does just that. This white gold 41mm piece hides serious horological elegance under a clean, modern dial. New manual lean wound caliber 31 5058 JPS ERMCIJ, delivering a full 8-day power reserve, instantaneous day and date changes at midnight, a nice functional touch, classy blue textured dial, white gold hands and markers, polished case, and a guilloche Clous de Paris caseband that wraps around the side. Design details that stick out on the wrist. For those who appreciate elegance over complication or want a daily wear, that's still Patek level. This watch is gold, literally and figuratively. At retail, it's pricey, but in certain collectors' circles, it's already generating buzz as a sleeper classic. Complicated desk clock, Ref. 27,000 millions Precision 001. Yes, Patek didn't just release wristwatches this year. They revisited their roots in horological art with the complicated desk clock, 27,000 million Series 01. This is not a time-only desk clock. It's a mechanical showpiece with a new manually wound movement caliber 86-130. 5-penned SIRMQSE, boasting 912 components and a 31-day power reserve, a full perpetual calendar mechanism, and remarkable precision, Ogda 1 second day. A refined cabinet featuring green granit faux flinky enamel and vermeil appliqué, a nod to vintage desk clocks owned by early 20th century watch collectors. It's a piece that transcends the wrist, more akin to owning a piece of horological art. For collectors who appreciate heritage, craftsmanship, and statement pieces, this desk clock is already a trophy, and demand for limited handicraft editions is expected to be fierce. Perpetual calendar retrograde date, Ref. 6159 GN001, for lovers of complex calendars and classic complications. The 6159 GB001 is a highlight. This 2025 release revives the retrograde date Perpetual calendar concept but brings a modern aesthetic twist. White J-gold 41.7mm case translucent sapphire crystal dial with gray metallization, giving a semi-skeletonized view that mixes mechanics with legibility. Layout includes retrograde date, top arc, day, month, leap year, moon phase, night day indicators, all in traditional positions. Hands and markers in white gold with lume for visibility. It's a watch that balances classic Patek complications with contemporary design, and for many collectors that balance is compelling. A subtle, technical, and high net value addition to any collection. Splitzua, seconds chronograph, ref. 5370 RIN 001. Rose gold entry, one of Patek's most revered chronographs. The 5370 gets a new avatar this year. The 5370 R 001 combines classic chronograph artistry with luxurious finishing. Key highlights: rose Avon gold 41mm case. First time 5370 comes in this metal. Rich brown Grand Faux enamel dial with beige Champollier enamel suburdil and tachymeter scale. High craftsmanship and vintage touch. Manual CR29, 535 PS caliber, column wheel, horizontal clutch, with all 7 patented innovations, and the classic split seconds, retropante, chronograph functionality. This is for the true watch lover, someone who values traditional watchmaking complications, hand finishing, and classical elegance. Given its technical depth plus finishing plus material, it commands serious respect from collectors, and resale or auction premiums may well reflect that. Cubitus 40, ref. 7128 first SG001, white gold, and 7128 first SO, net, Neo 01, rose gold. The 2025 Cubitus 40 is the refined follow-up to the divisive 45mm debut. Patek clearly listened, shrinking to 40mm, softening lines, and making it much more wearable. Here's why it's getting serious attention. Available in white, gold, blue-gray sunburst dial, and rose gold, brown sunburst dial, both with integrated gold bracelets, internally powered by caliber 20 Line 330 SC 434, with 35-45 hour power reserve, sweep seconds, date, and a comfortable wear profile. A balanced mix of everyday wearability and Patek pedigree. The design echoes cues from the iconic Nautilus while offering a distinct identity of its own, making this a potential sleeper classic if Patek continues updates carefully. For buyers who once found Patek sport luxury releases too bold or chunky, Cubitus 40 may very well be the sweet spot. Nautilus haute-joaillerie 5811, 1460. GV001 for those who believe luxury should sparkle. The Nautilus haute-joaillerie ref. 5811, 1460 is G. Mat 001 is Patek's most extravagant 2025 release. A fully iced-out white tan gold Nautilus with thousands of diamonds, 1285 brilliant ring-cut, 6.43 CT plus 195 baguette in uncut stones, 13.27 CT, covering bezel, bracelet, and even dial. The combination of Nautilus's sporty elegance with high jewelry artistry. A statement piece that blends status, craftsmanship, and rarity. This isn't a watch everyone will buy, but for some collectors it's a trophy, a wearable statement of wealth, taste, and boldness, and that rarity makes it likely to hold or even increase value. 20 approximately 4 Perpetual calendar, ref. 7340 first SR, the 2025 20 approximately 4 Perpetual calendar ref. 7340 first SR is notable for being the first time the women-oriented 20 approximately 4 line receives a full grand complication. Yes, a Perpetual calendar in a 36mm rose Ellen gold case houses the ultra-thin automatic caliber 240Q, only 3.88mm thick, giving a slim, elegant profile. Offers 2 dial variants, a silvered silky enchanting texture and an olive and green sunburst finish, combining classic calendar complication with modern aesthetics. Includes moonlight phase, leap year indicator, 24-hour subdial, a serious mechanical package in a compact size. For female collectors or anyone seeking a small wrist, big complication watch, this is huge. It's also a sign Patek is broadening its appeal without sacrificing complexity. Why collectors are paying crazy money. The anatomy of demand after walking through the watches, you might ask? What makes collectors throw insane amounts for these pieces? Several factors combine to drive demand. Scarcity plus legacy plus innovation. Patek doesn't overproduce. Many of these models, especially complicated ones, are made in very limited numbers. When supply is scarce and demand global, bidding wars begin. Also, Patek carries centuries of heritage. That history gives each watch extra weight. Classic name, legacy movements, craftsmanship passed down generation. Throw in real innovation, new calibers, complications, design tweaks, and suddenly you're not just buying a watch, you're buying decades of watchmaking excellence and future collectible potential. Rarity and collectability pieces like the Quadruple Complication, the Diamond Pot Set Nautilus, or the Ina clock are not everyone's wristwatch. They're heirlooms, conversation pieces, and status symbols. For those who value exclusivity, that means premium money. Versatility, from dress watch to statement piece. 2025's release lineup covered everything: slim dress watches, Calatrava, haute-joaillerie bling, Nautilus haute-joaillerie, complicated masterpieces, Quadruple Complication, everyday elegance, Cubitus, Calatrava 8 days, and even a desktop statement, the desk clock. That range means Patek isn't just catering to one type of buyer. From everyday luxury lovers to hardcore collectors to investors. Why 2025 might be remembered as a Patek landmark year when a brand with more than a century of legacy still manages to surprise, innovate, and evoke frenzy. That's not coincidence. The 2025 Patek Philippe releases show that horology is alive, evolving, and more desirable than ever. From desk clocks to complicated tourbillons, from understated elegance to diamond extravagance, there's something for every type of collector. If you're thinking about investing, collecting, or simply owning something timeless, 2025 may well be the best time in a generation to step into a high-to-end Patek. Because in 2025, Patek Philippe didn't just release watches, they released icons.